Yes. It's by, Jazz at Lincoln Center. It's called Groom. Groom. Well, you have to understand that I was born in the island of Cuba. So there, everybody's a dancer. We do everything through dance. So by the time I arrived in the United States, dance is a given. Oh. Now I think about Cuba and about my neighborhood, my neighbors, the people I grew up with. And it's like thinking of being inside a book by Garcia Marquez. Yes. It was like vignettes, stories, personalities of different characters, very magical, very mystical, because in Cuba there's the mysticism of, the hybrid between Spanish and African and Asian and, many different cultures mixed in there. So therefore, magic is part of the whole thing. Ooh. I would like to have dinner with Ligeti again. Yeah, he was very, his humanity, he was very involved with cultures of the world. He went to Africa to study polyrhythmia, so I mean, he was very open. I love the universe. I love the planet. I'm always thinking that we cannot be the only ones. Are we so lucky in such a vast universe to be the ones that talk to each other, do things, go to Starbucks, impossible. So therefore, any place that I could visit, any spot in this planet, count me in. I love it. And I love it. I love other cultures, talking to people that sometimes we don't talk the language. I remember with Dance Theater of Harlem, we went to a tribe of the Zulus, and I still remember the conversation that I had with a little kid. He looked at me, I looked at him. He didn't speak my language. I didn't speak his. But I'd never seen anybody laugh the way that kid laughed. To this day, I remember that. Sometimes ice cream, sometimes, Otherwise, I am a very salad person. Lots of salads. In fact, last week we were talking about something called Malai, which is actually Indian. And it's an Indian ice cream that is called kulfi. So kulfi Malai is one of the things that I love. Yeah, sometimes Haagen-Dazs. But also, there's a store called Groom. Yes. It's by, Jazz at Lincoln Center. It's called Groom, Groom. And they do gelato. And it's the gelato that is the closest to the gelato in Italy. Yeah. Well, this is amazing. I am going to have a premiere with the New York Philharmonic. And the piece is called Stride, and is also in the memory of Susan B. Anthony, because Project 19 refers to the 100th anniversary of the 19th Amendment. So that is the most prevalent thing that is happening right now for me. And besides that, I worked with the Philharmonic years ago, so it's sort of like my return to the Philharmonic and working with Deborah again. It's like now we feel we're seasoned. So it's really, really phenomenal.